Hey, good evening, y'all. I'm going to do a really quick political commentary. It's been a while. I'm very crunched for time, but when I get a chance, I will continue to make more videos and give my interpretation or and such. So the first thing I want to talk about is the impeachment of Rod Rosenstein. I somewhat agree with the House Republicans doing this. We the people, we are way too fed up, way too tired of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the documentation that we our representatives have requested. It's not complicated. You sit here, you take years and years, you sit here and you slow walk, you sit here and you redact everything. I mean, what do you expect to happen? I think that maybe Congress went a little too far. They should first do contempt. I think that's like the proper step, and then after that you can move to impeachment proceedings. But at the same time, hey, I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. You know, in fact, part of me agrees with it. You know, impeach him, fire his ass, make sure he never gets another job for the rest of his life, and use him as an example to show other people that we're not going to tolerate this. We will not ever tolerate this again. Let's see. The next thing I want to talk about is the attack in Toronto. ISIS seems to claim responsibility for it. Hate to say it, but at this current time, given the political climate, I saw it from a mile away. I'm not surprised one bit. Part of the reason why I'm saying this is because the timeline is almost perfect. It's almost perfectly lined up with what's going on with Judicial Watch, with Trump calling out the Obama administration and many others calling out the Obama administration, with Obama giving his anti-American speeches in South Africa, and with Iran threatening us. You know, this timeline is pretty dang close together, and I think is highly suspect. So I'm not surprised one bit, and we should send a message that we're not going to tolerate this from ISIS. Let's see. The next thing I want to talk about, and I'm personally experiencing this, shadow banning. Let's see. Twitter and Facebook has been called out for shadow banning. I believe that YouTube also needs to be called out for shadow banning, but it's getting absolutely ridiculous. There have been some times I've seen that my comments would disappear, or I would get a notification and I could see it from the inbox, but if I went to the actual page, I couldn't see a comment. There are other instances where people have tried to search me, they cannot search me. This is very upsetting, because what happened to free speech? If you want to sit here and act like you're all about free speech under a public forum, back it up. And if you're not for free speech, then why don't you go on and say it, and then claim that you're a private entity? That way the customers can vote with their wallet, and we can go somewhere where there is free speech. But this is ridiculous. They're doing this because the midterm elections are right around the corner, and we cannot allow them to do this. We need to come together as Americans, comment on each other's stuff, engage in a conversation, share these videos manually. Do not depend on notifications. Put it out on your social media, but we need to put this out there, and we need to work this together as collectively right now. I predict that this may intensify as we get closer to the midterm elections, and they'll just, do what they always do: give us 1,001 apologies and excuses as to why they did what they did, and then promise to never do it again until they get caught the next time. The last thing I want to talk about for my little political commentary today is the interview with Roseanne. Roseanne gave an explanation with her Valerie Jarrett Twitter on the Sean Hannity Fox News show. Yet again, if you go back to my videos on this channel, I was right. The excuse that they gave was racism. Everybody knows Valerie Jarrett looks white as hell. Nothing personal. And it's not being racist. I'm just literally trying to call it how I see it. And if I'm wrong, hey, I can admit that I'm wrong. Just like Roseanne could admit she's wrong. But taking that into account, Roseanne made it clear that it was about their support for Iran, their globalist ideas. Valerie Jarrett and Obama. That's why she put in Muslim Brotherhood. Like I said in the last video, Muslim Brotherhood. And that's really the truth behind it. It was completely unfair. The way I look at it, is and it looked like a Muslim attacking a Jew. I mean, straight up. And my question to Valerie Jarrett and Obama is, if y'all are in such big support with these globalist ideas, if you're in such big support of a number one terrorist state in the entire world, Iran, then what the hell are y'all doing here in America? Just go back where you want to live. Don't try to transform our entire nation. Don't try to transform our entire culture. Don't try to take it out of Roseanne. I mean, she's got 30 years worth of work proving she's not racist. I mean, it's ridiculous. She's got black people in her family, children. But y'all go out of y'all's way to destroy somebody by any means necessary. And if y'all want to sit here and y'all want to pull those games, then we should go ahead, we, all of us, should go ahead and we should call y'all out. Because that was ridiculous. Roseanne had a funny show. It was modernized too. Y'all were making so much money off of that show. But no, y'all got so angry, that conservative values were influencing the public masses. That's what it was. Y'all got so angry that pro-American ideals were being projected onto the hard-working families of America. And then y'all did what y'all did. Y'all were completely wrong for that. I grew up, I watched Roseanne, and I enjoyed her work. Another thing is, Roseanne, yeah, she's a creative genius. But come on, man, she had a kind of hard life. And a lot of people, we have our stories, but come on, man. It was absolutely a low blow. And I hope that Roseanne gets 1 show, 2 shows, 3 shows. I hope she keeps on working and she makes shows for the rest of her life that promotes pro-American ideas, that promotes families, that promotes conservative values. Because the people, we the people, deserve an even playing field. We're not asking for too much. We're asking for an equal playing field. From the shadow banning to the politicians, all the ways to Hollywood themselves with Roseanne. Play fair. If y'all keep this up, the American people are not going to tolerate it anymore. So y'all make a choice. Because we stand for America. God bless you all. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. If you want to donate, I'll throw my PayPal link at the bottom. And I'm going to continue to make different type of videos, you know, looking at the principles of the matter, looking at different, you know, political, doing political commentary and such, because fake news has failed us, and that's all right, because there's enough people in America that care to try to report the truth instead of intentionally try to sow chaos, discord, strife, and division by any means necessary. God bless you. Have a good night.